Hey guys, I just want to make a quick video and try to help you guys out if you get mites. A lot of people get mites and they completely freak out, go on forums, go on Facebook, asking a million questions of what they should do, what they should buy, if they got to go to a vet. So these are the two things that I use and they work really well. The reptile spray, um, it's a small bottle. It's about $7 to $10. Some places have it for 15. I normally get it off Amazon because it's a lot cheaper. If you go to your local pet store, you might be paying top dollar for it. This is really good because you can spray it directly on the snake, all over the enclosure, around the enclosure, in the bedding and stuff like that. And I've noticed probably within a week the mites are dead. The next one that I would highly recommend is Nix, if I'm pronouncing that right. You can buy this at Walmart for about 10 bucks and it uses the whole bottle with 1 gallon of water. And I bought the spray pump for about 5 bucks at Walmart also. This will last a really long time. Nix can be used directly on the snake, in the enclosure, around the enclosure, and on the bedding, just like the reptile spray can. But this stuff makes a full gallon, and this stuff is only 8 ounces. So this might work if you have a couple snakes, but if you have a big collection, definitely use the Nix. A lot of people judge other reptile owners because they have mites. They say you're a bad reptile owner, this, and that. It's 100% not true. You can get mites a ton of different ways by going to a pet store, going to a reptile show or expo, holding reptiles that have mites, and then they get on your clothes or on your body and you don't feel them. You come home, you go into your reptile room, and you just gave all of your reptiles mites. So one of the biggest things that you can do is that if you're going to shows or going to the pet store and handling, or even friends handling their snakes, come home, the clothes that you were wearing, wash them immediately, take a shower, then you can interact with your reptiles. I've heard people of buying bedding at the pet store. They come home, they put the bedding in, and within 3 or 4 days they have mites all over the one snake or their collection. So just because you have mites doesn't mean you're a bad reptile owner. Just make sure you're doing the right process to get rid of them. And the one thing that I will say about the Nix and the reptile spray is that they both kill adults and eggs, which is the most important thing. Because just because you don't see the mites on the snake doesn't mean that there's not eggs, and the eggs can hatch, and then you have another series of problems with mites. So I would spray everything once a week for a month and then check to see how your snakes are. If you don't see anything, that's fine, but every 6 months I would recommend respraying. Now, I'm not a professional. I'm not, I don't do this stuff for a living, promoting or anything like that, but every 6 months I spray all my reptiles down because I go to about 3 different reptile shows a month. So I'm constantly having interactions with animals, with snakes, reptiles. Last thing I want is to have my 11 snakes to be, eaten up by mites. But don't freak out if you have mites. One of these two will be perfectly fine. They'll get rid of your mite problem, perfectly safe for your snakes and probably other reptiles. But I just want to make a quick video and get that out there. Hopefully it helps some of you guys. Don't stress out about it. If you guys have questions, comments, let me know. If you guys want to see any of my snakes or any questions about my snakes, just let me know. I'll post a video up about it. See you guys.